Let's talk about new build homes. I know I've actually watched some of your videos that you've done on new build homes. Are they actually, would you say they're built better than the older homes or worse, or does it depend on the builder? What are your thoughts on
Well, there are eras of homes that I'm a fan of and not a fan of.
Okay.
Newer homes, I think newer homes definitely had their challenges recently.
Okay.
I would say COVID
Yeah.
was some of the worst construction I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, wow.
It was really, really bad. Just shortcuts everywhere. Builders just not caring.
Okay.
Just saying, I would literally hear them say in front of the client, like, take it or leave it. Someone's going to buy it right behind you.
Yeah.
Because the price, and they were begging people to cancel because prices were going up so fast.
Right.
They knew if they got a cancellation, they had a higher price.
Yeah.
They would literally look at a defect that was broken, like, we're not fixing it.
Yeah.
And it was maddening. You get the ROC involved, and now they got to do the whole dance. So, but what I appreciate about new builds is they still come with a warranty.
Yeah.
Yes, there are scary stories out there, but a lot of the issues are easily fixed. As long as you get your home inspected. Like you don't want to know that you've been living with cheated insulation for years, or leaky duct works, or an open gap in your flashing, things like that. The benefit with new build is that there is a chain of command on quality control. Yeah. So there are people involved. You'll get a bad new home when you have a bad construction manager.
Yeah, like job superintendent.
Yeah, and
I
can inspect one neighborhood, 5 or 6 homes in the same neighborhood. They'll have different levels of quality because one construction manager is great. He's open. He's communicative. The other one's defensive. Why are you even here?
Right.
What's going on? Only while you're having an inspection. That's the guy to look out for right there.
Right.
But then we go back to not to pick on the 80s and 90s, but 80s and 90s are some of the least efficient homes you're going to see out there. Like the late 70s through the early 90s, single pane windows, crappy insulation, just things got weird. But like the 60s and 50s homes, those block homes, love them.
Yeah.
Love them.
And then in the 90s, you had, when we had our big construction boom, you had a lot of window companies that popped up in Arizona, manufacturing their own windows here that are no longer in business, that are now have the failed seals.
Exactly.
They're foggy. And
you'll see that after 10 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But then the 90s had polybutylene piping.
Yeah.
So I would say some of the best construction is that probably maybe 2000s, like 2015. But even then, those homes now are starting to need new ACs, new roofs, things like that. So new construction, what I would say is, yes, there are bad stories. I've seen some really bad new homes. I've seen some really nice ones that I would be happy to put a family member in, but nothing is worse than a bad flip.
Oh, yeah.
That is 100% the worst home you can buy is a bad flip.
Interesting.
Hands down.
So when you see a flipped home, that's something that's obviously been flipped, and it's easy for you. You can just look at when they bought it, when your antennas go up.
Oh yeah,
100%.
Like,
I'm going to be
there's a couple
really
things
diligent.
Yeah, and there's a couple places I go right away. I go to the shower pan.
Okay.
If that's been renovated and now it's tiled, I'm putting a block on there. I'm treating it like a bathtub, and I'm just waiting for the water to pour out the sides of that wall.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So that's a big one with flips is the shower pan.
Yeah.
And that's a very expensive thing to fix.
Yeah, or like little things like they'll you would think that like having a big, huge air conditioner on your home is great, except if it's too big, it'll short cycle and won't even work. And your bills are higher than it should be. Little things like that they'll do. Crappy windows, bad flashing, all that stuff. Cheap roofs. They'll put a brand new roof on a crappy structure I'm just pulling shingles off the roof. Like, what are we? They're not even attached.
Yeah.
So that's the bad product.
Wow.
I would say the scary stories are a lot more common with flips than they are with new builds.
Interesting.